The mic's not on.
He talks over the intro static.
I got no sound in my cans.
No sound in your cans?
Got nothing.
Oh, God. Plug them in harder.
Figured you'd screw something.
No, wait. What about now?
Plenty of sound.
Plenty of sound in your huge ears?
Another basic screw up by you. I knew you'd be garbage on the live show.
What are you talking about?
You held it together last week. You're so stressed out. I wish people could see how stressed you are about this live broadcast.
It is. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
And I did most of it myself.
You did. Yeah, that's right. Most of it you did yourself. I forgot about that. All that stuff you did.
Went for a jog. Grabbed a beer. Can I get a little more sound?
You need more sound?
How many listeners? How many live listeners do we have for our second live podcast in season 5?
Take a guess.
Well, since it was announced this time, I'm going to say 53 people.
We have 3.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Whoop!
Up to 5 now, boy.
That's right. That music really draws them in.
I told you were starting too early.
Yeah, 9 p.m., so 12 a.m. on the East Coast and 11 p.m.
It's a little late.
Where all of our friends are. So you're a sweaty, disgusting mess.
3-mile run.
The 20 minutes you were gone?
Yeah, I'm not running outside anymore. I'm just dodging pit bull attacks the entire time.
You have to pull that mic a little closer so we can all hear you. You stupid fuck.
The entire run was just dodging dogs that were trying to bite me.
Like you're a mailman or something.
Yeah, it's because everyone's walking their dogs, and like they act like it's because they have a dog, you have the right of way, or they have the right of way. So it's a fucking nightmare. Sick of it.
You see how my microphone is? Yeah. Can you do that? So push the P filter in and pull it to your face, because I'm pretty sure.
Well, see, this is what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to check this.
I literally
if you're setting up a podcast.
What's a podcast?
The setup, in part of what it requires is also that the microphones work, and not just your fancy little mixing board over there.
Yeah, the fancy mixing board that
I'm a mess here. What's going on, man?
Nothing, man. It's been a long week, 2 days, and I'm done with work and going to Chicago tomorrow.
So jealous. I had a good time in Chicago this past weekend.
Did you?
It was a mess.
Was it like a homoerotic thing? Because, I mean, it was you and like 11 guys, right? In one hotel room? A Motel 6?
No. We had our own rooms, but it was a mess. One of the idiots that I went to the airport with you only know this because we counted the next day. Because he was stuffing them in his bags. He thought he was going to get in trouble. The airplane bottle empties. 14.
So the little 1.5 ounce things of booze?
He drank 14 in a 3-hour flight.
What?
Pissed his shorts.
On the flight?
Just after the flight. He went into the bathroom, came out with his fly open and his shorts pissed. Lost his cell phone. So it was a mess. I lost my phone in Chicago as well.
Yeah, that's
embarrassing.
A huge mess. I mean, so you weren't far behind him to pee your pants and lose your phone then? Like an hour later?
I peed during takeoff, as you well know. But it was a fucking mess. Fun city, though. If there's a beach right in the middle of the city.
Yeah, I know, and there's a huge boat-shaped bar.
Oh, yeah, we went there.
Yeah, of course you did. It
was a good time.
Tourist.
So you're going to go give the awful best man speech? That's what's happening this weekend?
Yeah, I took your advice, which was nothing, and... So you've given me no advice, even though you're like, take advice from the big D, and then you just proceeded to move on to the next topic.
No, I think that joke you told last week was really, that's all you need. That fucking horrendous disaster.
It wasn't. I didn't do it with the appropriate delivery,
which you won't at the wedding either. So that'll be fine.
I will.
So that's what you're doing at work all day, is looking for the perfect cricket sound effect.
No, I have a library of everything that ever needs to be done ever in the world. So,
what would you guess the number one search on Yahoo is right now? Don't look. If you get it right,
something about the Republican fucking convention thing.
You would think, right? Because that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Am I wrong?
No, it's Katy Perry hair color.
And
that's why human beings are awful.
And what's the
apparently she dyed her hair orange.
Like the Aurora shooter.
Exactly the same haircut, actually. Yeah.
That's the Steve, because she is. That's unbelievable, because she.
That's the number one thing people are searching for. The same day that the presidential nominee for the Republican Party was announced. And by the way, that's not even in the top 10.
Well, I mean,
Anna Faris baby is as well as baby beluga whale.
The people who are running things really got it down to a science. People don't give a shit who gets elected or what's going on.
I know.
If Britney Spears shaves her head or shows her vagina while getting out of a car, that's it. The whole election's just nobody's paying attention.
Dude, speaking about showing vaginas, because that was Lindsay Lohan was doing that a bunch. Because remember, there was the whole fire crotch incident.
Yeah, I think I saw a rotten tooth in her vagina.
That's the grossest thing that's ever been said on this podcast. 25 podcasts in.
It doesn't even know the number.
Did you see that lunatic? You know how she's like on like triple probation or whatever right now?
Yeah.
Did you see that she went to some like billionaire's house party and stole $100,000 worth of jewelry?
No, really?
Yeah, her and her assistant. And they like legit like she like might go to prison.
So she's going to prison. I mean, she's going to prison.
$100,000 worth of jewelry came up missing. He was like, yeah, it was them. They were in the room. And then like 2 days later, he was like, oh no, it wasn't. And the cops were like, actually, we actually think it was from our investigation. So
now that we've talked to her and she's a psychopath, and
by the way, if it's true, like if I was the judge, I would like jump over the thing and like try to hit her with the gavel. Look, I've given you so many chances to remain a free person, and you go to prison.
So I mean, that's
shit. Just updated. She will not be prosecuted for it.
No. Oh no! Wait, what?
Shit.
What are you talking about? Are you making this all up?
No, it just got updated. God, she won't be.
I mean, I'm really upset that she's not gonna be. Let's see. What's the? Oh, looks like we have.
Oh, but she did steal. I'm done. She did steal stuff, but it wasn't enough money to make it a problem. Like she stole a pair of sunglasses and an iPod. Who steals from someone who invites you to a party?
No, I mean kleptomaniac psychopaths, like who are. I mean, she doesn't live in reality. She's like Mitt Romney, for example.
What do you mean? He seems like a good dude.
Yeah, he doesn't live in reality though.
Did you ever go through a phase where you stole?
No, I was always deathly afraid of being unfree in any respect.
So not even like a pack of baseball, because most men that are our age, at some point went through their stealing phase at the same time that they were collecting baseball cards. Like when I grew up, everyone stole baseball cards from like Phase Drugs. Because that was an easy thing to steal. I
think I've stolen shit. I mean, I stole like 5-cent candies from a general store
today. You love candy.
There's no 5-cent anything in the world today.
Fireheads.
You mean fireballs?
Fireballs. Yeah. By the way, I got a gift of a little carton of atomic fireballs for Christmas this year. Mm-hmm. Literally, like, arguably the best gift I got. Because it was like 1,000 of them. So it kept on giving.
Not to interject, but there's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of chatter going on. In the live room. And Ethan's really upset that I steal his laugh, and so I threw it in there.
Yeah.
And because you can see people's names here.
Oh, okay.
So apparently I have the same laugh as this guy.
So is that Ex-intern Ethan?
Yeah, I think it's Ex-intern Ethan. Is it? I don't want to give his full name.
No, you can't.
It has to be. I've never paid attention to his last name, but it's a
But
very.
we've already established this. We already established that you did. You heard his laugh. You liked it. You started kind of doing it, and now you do it.
Yeah, it's my laugh. It's my laugh now.
Here's a question. Do you do it at home, like with your girlfriend, or is it just when you're here because you associate Ethan with being here?
No, I do.
He was an intern.
No, I do it. I do it constantly, all the time. It's the only laugh I know.
It's a pretty distinct laugh.
Well, I mean,
and you did take it.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter because I have a podcast, and he doesn't.
Jeez.
So it's my laugh. It's my laugh now.
Now what happened? Now why was he fired as the intern? You didn't
Ethan?
you didn't like something he was doing with the soundboard.
No, I mean, he was just touching buttons. I think that's...
He did touch a lot of buttons.
That's why it took so long to get set up today.
Well, and he was always eating when he came in. So, like, every time he came in, he'd be, like, eating a thing of chicken nuggets, and then he was getting grease all over the knobs.
And he wouldn't wear underwear under the kimono, so it was just, like, him with crumbs and just...
Speaking of that,
yeah,
I like your new kimono.
Thank you. I got it for Season 5 Live.
Yeah.
Because this is a 5 in Chinese.
Okay. Because normally Retep wears a black kimono with some red, like, dragony stuff emblazoned on it. This one is a shiny gold with a white...
Guess how much? Guess how much?
That looks like it was probably about 300.
A little more, higher.
Really? 350?
A little lower.
Okay.
327.59 ish.
That's just a blatant lie, but was it in the threes?
Okay. Ethan is telling me that he was fired because I sexually harassed him. He was fired as our intern because I sexually harassed him. I just want to say that...
And then he realized that there was no one that he could sue.
Well, and if I was going to sexually harass a man, it wouldn't be him. It would be...
Oh, that's right, because you think he's...
Hey.
You guys think each other are both really ugly.
Yeah, I mean, he's hideous.
Because did we ever tell the story?
I don't know.
Because intern Ethan came with us to Kernville.
Did he? I don't remember that. I tried to put it out.
You guys were arguing the entire time over who was uglier.
I was drunk within 10 minutes the time that we got there.
For 48 straight hours.
He was just berating me all night.
I remember that.
He came up to me at the bar and whispered in my ear, "You're ugly." Like, loud music playing, and all I hear is like a gremlin devil voice.
I loved that you guys were doing that because it made me feel good because I at that time used to call you ugly on the podcast. And then if you go back and listen to an old podcast, it was mostly me making fun of you for being fat and ugly.
Yeah, I mean and I think our fans
loved it.
I think our fans have picked up on that because we have a voicemail. As a matter of fact, would you like to hear it?
Wait a minute. Have you heard the voicemail?
I listened to the first part and then I stopped.
All right.
Shut up. Good. I listened to them all before.
Stupid idiot.
This isn't so much a question, but a suggestion for Retep, who's obviously a fat idiot who can't enunciate words properly. But anyway, you fat pig, I think you should probably ask Big D about the beginning of his radio career, which started in high school, calling the show Teen Talk. So go ahead and ask Big D about his time on Teen Talk.
Well, idiot caller, I don't have to ask him because you just did. So go ahead, Big D. Tell me about Teen Talk.
I like how he went after you really hard.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you listen to the first 15 podcasts where you were just berating me all the way through.
The best thing ever was this it was a radio show on 93Q, which broadcasts out of Syracuse called Teen Talk.
Right.
And it was hosted by this guy named Mike Maurer. And then they would have a couple teens from the local high school. And teens would call in with their pathetic problems.
All right. Okay.
Like it was before Loveline. It was teens would call in and be like, my friend Jimmy smokes and, it's not. And so, it was just, stupid problems that 14-year-olds wanted advice from this, pseudo counselor. And so we used to call in and pretend that we were one of our friends and use their first and last names and then say incredibly embarrassing problems.
Yeah.
So we would call in and I'd be like, hey, this is Bill Smith from Oswego. And say his full name. It wasn't really Bill Smith.
Well, yeah.
And then we'd just be like, I'm having a lot of really gay feelings towards all my group of friends, and I don't want them to know. It was fun. But,
so you basically pranked the Teen Talk hotline.
Yeah.
Where suicidal kids would call for help.
Yes.
You were busy taking up the counselor's time.
Oftentimes, when the suicidal kids would call, they would be too busy helping us with our fake problems to embarrass our friends.
So would you...
I think we might have... I'd asked that caller... I think I know who that was.
Yeah, obviously.
What do you mean?
Well, I just assume it's one of your ugly friends.
We have more listeners than just people that we know, you idiot.
So you're saying that somebody really feels that way about me because of the podcast and not because of...
That's not someone that you've met.
I've never met them. I have no idea who that is. I'm just saying they've met you, I would assume.
If it's who I think it is, I feel like there's a specific story that he wanted to get, because I remember one of the hardest I've ever laughed was me and that guy when we were 15 calling Teen Talk, and we were we couldn't breathe. We had something so good happening because we were trying to fuck with our friend Chiss.
Chiss?
Yeah,
that's an interesting name.
Whose dad is now the mayor
of
Oswego.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so now everybody knows.
Yeah.
Who you're talking about in this story.
I don't care.
Wikipedia, everybody, check it out. Check out Google Maps to see where their house is, and so.
Did you see the guy who put on a military style ghillie suit in Montana and was trying to?
That was everyone in Montana.
Listen to this. He was trying to. So this guy puts on this giant suit to make himself look like a Sasquatch. And if you see someone in a ghillie suit, they do look like a Sasquatch.
Yeah, it's giant.
And so this guy was put on this ghillie suit and like wandered out into the middle of this road.
Yeah.
To create a Bigfoot hoax, and just immediately got hit by a car going in each direction.
Well, he was camouflaged because that's what a ghillie suit
so
does.
he got like blasted by one car that like hit him into another car. He was in the road for 7 seconds.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh at that, but
it's a little bit fucked up.
So what's up with these people? Because there was that guy who dressed up like a goat like during hunting season in the mountains just recently, and he was just like walking amongst the goats.
Yeah.
Is it like a thrill, you think, for these people to like dress up in weird shit?
I don't know. That guy was like, what was he doing? Was he hunting?
No, he was just living with the goats. He wasn't hunting.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you think you'll ever do anything like that? When you get like older and even more crazy?
Yeah.
When you're like 40.
There's by the time I'm 40, I will just be swimming up to my chin in cats.
No, see what you're going to do when you're 40 because you're smarter than the average idiot. You'll be making fake EVPs and trying to start a television show.
But just listen for it. Here comes the ghost. Get out! Yeah, ridiculous.
Oh my god.
So did you? Whatever. But
what?
Nothing. But I think every day that goes by, every fucking new pop song I hear on the radio, I'm an inch closer to just moving out to the woods and living among the goats.
Yeah, I mean,
seriously.
Who am I going to do a podcast with? Ethan?
I don't think so. I think you've offended him.
I mean, he's a rock. That guy. He can take abuse.
Have you been over to his apartment?
I mean, no. Is it a shed?
No, it's fine structurally.
What's the inside? What's wrong with the inside of it?
I don't think he's thrown anything out in about a year.
That's what he looks like.
He's a hoarder. No, I'm just kidding.
He's still listening. We haven't lost the listener yet.
No, I'm looking at the thing right now. We're up to 13, because that one is not active.
No, I mean there's
what?
Well, I mean all the listeners who are listening know how many other listeners there are.
Oh, that's too bad. How do they know?
Because I think it says the number.
Well, I don't disable that immediately.
I can't disable
because most people don't listen to podcasts
service.
live. Like I have a podcast I listen to every single day, but I've never listened to it live.
Sure.
I download it and I listen to it on the way to work the next day.
Live as a whole, I like doing the live thing minus the setup garbage. But like actually doing it, like and knowing that people are listening right now and like chatting about it, it's really enthralling.
Let's open it up to calls.
Well, it's open. What is it? 321 Dick Vein? That's DIKVEIN.
I mean, it's kind of Dyke Vein.
Dick Vein.
Let's have intern Ethan call in. I'd like to question him about his apartment.
Intern Ethan, can you give us a call? We're ready to take your call. The lines are open.
Also,
it's. Sorry, go ahead. I was going to give the actual phone number.
DIKVEIN.
He doesn't know how to read.
In fact, since the invention of cell, I don't even know how you do that on a cell phone.
It's
possible?
It's 321-345-8346. Okay. So
yeah. I doubt that anyone understood that through your garbagey marble mouth, but
really,
that's fine.
Marble mouth,
dude. I found the best thing to cook.
What is it?
That's like fast and so. Here we go.
It looks like.
Let's see.
So we have a caller.
Let's see if your shitty system works.
Hello, this is Cocktails and Kimonos. You're on live.
Is that a delay? Who is this?
Ethan, can you?
Hello, this is Cocktails and Kimonos. You're on live.
Oh, this is garbage. It's delayed so bad.
But he's got to just turn his thing down and he can hear us.
Oh yeah, you got to turn your thing down, stupid idiot.
Oh, this is garbage.
Ethan, have you turned it down?
The worst setup ever.
Okay, now that you've turned your thing down,
it's just like real radio.
That's like any other radio show. So, intern Ethan, let's talk about when you were fired, because I was actually gone that week.
It was embarrassing.
So Retep, did you actually sit down and fire him?
Yeah, I mean, there was words exchanged. Sorry, go ahead, Ethan.
By words, does he mean his bizarre way of trying to come on to me?
Okay.
I mean, it's impossible.
That's where we get butting heads here.
Yeah, of course.
I believe you were fired after the podcast where Kevin Biggins was the guest.
That could be true.
Well, I mean, you were irate on that podcast. You kept slamming doors and just yelling and pushing buttons on the mixer.
Just getting grease all over everything.
And then you tried to eat an apple towards the end. Like it was, like you're healthy.
So, Ethan, can we talk about your apartment?
Let's do it.
So what's going on there? Because you're a pretty well-kempt guy. You're a single guy. And, you made your place out to be this hovel, and I go over there, and it's actually a nice enough apartment, but yet it's just you've never thrown anything away.
Well, I've thrown stuff away. I haven't invested any money into buying proper furniture, other than a bed.
I mean, how long have you lived there?
A year.
Yeah, over a year.
I mean,
and he's single, so like I can only presume that you bring girls back there.
Or guys.
Occasionally.
So what do they sit on? The Q-tips?
The bed. The bed.
Oh, Ethan. Well, you do understand why we had to let you go, right? I mean, you're not that delusional. You've lived in a place for a year and you still haven't bought furniture. What
are you waiting for, pal?
Just don't feel like spending money. I'm a minimalist.
So, are you
all the money goes to booze?
Yes, booze and food.
Booze and food. Well, I mean,
but the bathroom was my bigger area of concern because there was over a foot of piled up tissues on the floor. A foot?
That's an exaggeration.
Well, how many inches then? About 8? Come on.
That's true.
That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna get you a $50 raise at your job, $50 a month, so you can pay for a cleaning lady once a month.
Well, I don't think it would do any good.
Have you ever brought a girl back there and seen a look of disappointment on her face when she's walked in?
No, actually.
She was too hammered to see.
I don't believe you there. What the hell is that?
I have no idea.
Retep has no credibility.
What do you mean? How do I not have credibility? I've never told a lie in my entire life.
Oh my.
Oh boy. That right there is why you have no credibility.
Come on, that's silly.
And I mean, I've seen your place as well, and it's not much better.
But a foot of tissues in the bathroom?
But you at least have 2 women living at your place. They generally keep stuff clean.
But they were gone that day.
True. Your roommate was sunbathing out in the backyard, though.
Bugatti, the dog?
No.
There was nobody else there.
The other one.
Did you eat mushrooms?
Was Retep awkwardly standing, watching through binoculars?
No, he was just awkwardly standing over her.
Yeah, I was. All right. Well, we're done with this character. We fired you for a reason.
But yet you keep wanting to talk about me.
That's true.
Well, I mean, you were participating in the chat.
If there's anyone who thinks intern Ethan should be given another chance, because trust me, he has asked many times to be brought back. Mm-hmm. Write in, call in, leave a voicemail. Let us know what you think.
Hung up. Oh no, but thanks for calling, Ethan. We appreciate your call, and I'm sure you entertained the other 7 of those listening.
Right, but Retep, go ahead.
Yeah. I actually.
What?
The interaction between you two reminds me of a song I recently heard.
What was that?
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, but can the listeners hear it?
Of course, everybody can hear it.
Huh?
2 homosexuals in a van.
I mean, we can't even get into that story.
What?
2 homosexuals in a van, doing whatever
2 homos can.
touching and
Rubbing and kissing and
hugging until the police come and put us in the can.
I love the way the guy sings. Put us in the can.
I mean, if you can picture him singing, you can actually like picture a guy who's like, like snapping his fingers.
Well, I love that little beat. Ding, 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 ding. It's very like old Western.
Very catchy.
That was the original theme song to the show Deadwood. And then they decided not to go with it because
they're real dumb.
They had one gay viewer that liked Westerns.
Well, it's not insulting to gay people. It uses the politically correct term.
Well, and also, I don't know what was going on there. We were really drunk recording stuff at 5 a.m.
Oh, so you were involved with that song?
Huh?
Were you playing the guitar?
What are you talking about? Do you see, by the way, huge news that just happened?
Yeah.
A giant meteor just exploded over England with massive force.
Did anything happen? Like, did people die? Did it make a hole? Or did it just burn up in the atmosphere?
It set off car alarms, broke windows, created a sonic boom. And,
it's been going pretty fast.
It sounded like a... By the way, if I saw that, dead. Heart attack. I would just... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I was driving and I saw that, and I would just go, well, that's it, and just drive off the bridge.
Yeah, I mean, why? Because you just wouldn't want to deal with the instant death that came from it?
I would know, that would fuck me up.
You do live your life in fear of things.
I'm extremely scared of asteroids. What, are you not?
No, I mean, you talked about this in podcast number 1, and you asked the same question, and I told you, I was like, I mean, yeah, it's a little, but I'm not like...
all right, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I don't like that there's all that shit that... There's so anything falling on my head.
No?
No.
Not even raindrops?
No. By the way, terrible thing.
Uh-oh, what?
Your flight just got canceled.
How do you know what my flight is?
Are you on United?
No.
Oh. Did you see that United Airlines, all their computers just went out today?
No.
And everyone's just stranded at the airport? I would be so pissed. They're probably using, like, Dell. Get it? It's a joke, because Dell computers suck.
I mean, nobody got it.
Pay attention. Or I'll tell you what, either pay attention or we're not doing any more live podcasts.
You're not even looking at me. You're not looking at me.
How am I supposed to look at you?
You're reading off the teleprompter.
Do me a favor, I'm not being funny here. Please get a new baseball cap.
No, I just need
when
to
you're
wash
in Chicago.
It
doesn't work. It's white and it's now gray. Well, it's not going to turn white again.
No, it does. I just need to wash it. It happened like 2 months ago, and then I let it get dirty again.
Okay, because it's ridiculous.
You
wear it to work and you look horrible.
I'll get a hat.
You look so terrible at work because you haven't cut your hair in 3 months either.
Yeah, it's been a while.
What's going on? Are you going to get it cut before this wedding?
I'm taking my cue from Ethan.
Yeah, so you feel like you got the long shaggy look going.
I actually do. I feel a little bit like a piece of me is gone now that he's gone, so I'm trying to get it back.
This is wild. Between the hat and then the tufts of stringy hair coming out over and into your ears.
Tufts.
Wispy, straw-like things of hair poking you in the ears. Not a good look.
Such a good look.
Get rid of it.
Shut up. All right, moving on. Do you have anything else? I like how
What do you mean?
I like how you've taken over the news portion of it. It's nice to relax.
I don't know. There's a poll on Yahoo right now.
Yeah.
That's actually making me laugh.
Okay.
It says let me see if you get it right. Don't go to Yahoo.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not
Which job do you think job do you think is deadliest? It's just the choices are making me laugh.
Okay.
It's got to be obvious. Which job is the deadliest? Police officer, airline pilot, shrimp fisherman.
I'm gonna say police officer.
I'm going police.
Police officer.
Yes, 54%.
Is the second?
Oh no, that's just what people voted on.
Is there a correct answer?
No, it just tells you what other people voted on.
It never gives you the correct answer.
By the way, we had a really young pilot on my flight.
Did you? Did it make you nervous?
Not really, because he had a good vibe, but he couldn't have been older than, like, he was probably like 32. Because usually they're like ex-military pilots.
Yeah.
It's just weird you see like a smiley guy that is your age just being like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
I was like, is that the cool stewardess? And then he like went in and started flying the plane.
Was he a good pilot? Was the takeoff and landing smooth?
No. By the way, I'm never flying to, from, or through Chicago again.
How are you going to get there?
It is like a fucking maelstrom, that city.
A what?
A maelstrom.
What's that?
I knew you didn't know what that word is.
I know you did it on purpose.
It's unbelievable, though. Every time you fly, once you get within 5 minutes of Chicago, and the first 5 minutes taking off, doesn't matter. It could be beautiful, sunny weather.
Yeah.
Awful turbulence. It's the worst place. I never think I'm going to make it on the first or last 5 minutes going in or out of Chicago. It's miserable.
I enjoy the turbulence.
No, you don't. I took a turbulent flight with you out of Chicago, and you were a crying wreck.
What do you mean?
You were grabbing my arm.
I would never touch
saying that you loved me.
That's so disgusting.
And that I was your only true...
I made you
feel love. Congratulations to Retep's girlfriend. Got a new job.
Yeah. Congratulations. Very good, baby.
Did she settle on the rate?
I'm not sure yet. She didn't hear back.
There's no debate about what the rate might be?
No, there's no debate.
Really? So they just said, like...
Well, they gave her a rate, and then, yeah.
And so that's it? So
yeah, that's it.
Okay. I think you're lying.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
So anyways, dude, how does it feel to know that you have to work for the rest of the week and I'll be gone for 2 weeks?
Yeah, you know, first of all, yes, I'm jealous. I would love to not have to go to work tomorrow.
Well, I mean, you basically don't anyways.
That's exactly right. And that's why I'm not too stressed about it. Plus, 3-day weekend coming up with Labor Day.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Pretty excited. You know, it's funny because one of the employees that works for me, quite frankly, came up to someone else and asked them if we were off for Labor Day. And I had no idea that Labor Day was even this month. So then she asked and said, do we have Monday off?
Okay.
And I said, what do you mean? She said, it's Labor Day. And I just thought, now I could either say no or yes. If I say yes, then I don't have to go to work Monday. Well, so I'm sure you can imagine what my answer was at that point.
You're like a child in a boss's body. Like you don't.
But like, what am I going to say? No, we all have to work, so I don't get a 3-day weekend. Like,
well, I mean, you take a 3-day weekend 4 days usually, actually.
Coming in at 2 and leaving at 4 isn't a weekend, man.
Yeah, you still have to come in. You can't come in drunk.
It's the drive that I don't want to do. That's it.
By the way, your route is takes longer than the highway route.
No, it doesn't.
I took it yesterday. And
it
was a lot quicker.
You know next to nothing about traffic.
Really? Why do you say that?
Because you get in a lot of accidents.
I've been in one accident. One.
It was a bad one.
And it was on a motorcycle, so it wasn't in an auto, pal.
Literally, I was in Canada, and they called, and they were like, Retep just got in a bad accident. He's in the hospital. I was like, yeah, what are you telling me for?
Yeah, why would you
Hung
care?
up the phone, had another beer.
Well, that was before, like, I ever hung out with you, and I think I still hated you at that point. I mean, why would anybody tell you that?
Because it was your concerned roommate who thought I could tell him what to do, and I didn't, because I was out having a great time. Well, sure you were rolling around in the street.
So you went up to Canada, and you planned on going with your significant other, but things changed at the border, didn't they?
No. We nothing really happened.
I mean, the cats didn't freak out and all that happening?
No, I mean,
and
listen,
how do you driving for 7 hours with cats anyways?
I wish that the drive was 7 hours.
How long was it?
From Los Angeles to the Canadian border is like 20 hours.
What were the cats doing for 20 hours?
The vet prescribed them Valium.
Did you take any of the cat Valium?
I should have. Because, no, but...
Let the cats
we would
drive?
give them Valium, but like...
Sorry.
Wait, did you get video of the ride? No, you give them Valium, but it didn't stop them from climbing all over. And so it had been like 12 hours, and they kept trying to climb on my lap from the right. I was driving.
Yeah.
Through the middle of the car. But like one climbed underneath my feet from the left, and I was going like 80, almost crashed. No joke. Like it was like swerving all over. The cat like had its head underneath the brake pedal.
Tell you what,
was real scary.
You're lucky you didn't die.
It was, dude, a close call that I still think about once in a while, and I'm like, oh my god, like swerving all over the highway, not being able to press the brake.
It's funny. I mean, it amazes me that you could have a close call like that, and then get a call about one of your friends who's in the hospital and very well might be dead, and yet you have no empathy whatsoever.
No,
I just sipped my beer and hung up.
First of all,
yeah, what do I care?
I was the one pulling the strings from up there.
from Canada, from America's Hat.
They weren't going to take you at the hospital. And I called and I said I vouch for him.
Oh, okay, so you called the EMT?
I called the hospital.
Oh, so when
they weren't going to operate because they were like, he looks like a deadbeat. They were like, look at his teeth. Right. Look at those teeth. They was all like, no way.
2 comments. Ethan
Cool.
Ethan said, in reference to you talking about my long hair, that's just my ear hair growing onto my head. And
quite possible.
And
because I can't tell what's going on anymore.
And it looks like Jason, he wants me to get a Lions cap when I go back to Chicago because he knows I'm a big Chicago Bears fan.
Okay.
And
so he's a Lions fan, sounds like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm jealous of with the Lions? That they play every Thanksgiving. Like, I bet that's so fun.
Even when they were 0-11.
Yeah. But, like, that's got to be a great tradition. You know there's, like, a group of dudes who, like, they all leave their wives back cooking the turkey and they just go to the fucking game.
Oh, of course.
It's got to be so much fun, though.
Well, I mean, like...
Just go there, just get a promise that every year they promise this is the year they're not going to get hammered at the game and walk into dinner 4 hours late and shit face.
Well, I mean, it's like when you get together with your friends traditionally, like on Thanksgiving when everybody's home and like do a pickup football game.
Yeah.
Like the Lions, the team, they like go do a real football game and just fuck each other up.
But it's similar calibers of football.
Absolutely.
To like drunk people with bellies full of stuffing. I feel like we've talked about Thanksgiving a lot on this podcast.
We talk about a lot of things a lot. Airplanes. I mean, you know, your fear of things.
So you think like on the Howard Stern show that each day there's a new topic they've never touched on. They've never had porn stars in more than once.
What's the deal with you getting so defensive about it? A lot of people don't like you. I'm gonna put that out there.
You're
an unlikable guy.
I just got an email from a friend that's listening live.
Okay.
From Andrew.
Oh, okay.
In New York.
Is he the same one that called? Because I'm pretty sure you only have 3 friends, and Ethan is one of them.
That guy was in Portland. If it's who
long
I think
distance call from a different country.
No, well, this is not a call; it's an email. But Andrew wants to know how much you weigh and what your body fat percentage is.
Don't know the body fat percentage, but I'll let you take a guess after I tell you my weight.
What's your weight?
It's 229.6.
For real?
Yeah.
And you're what, 5'9"?
4'3".
How tall are you?
6 foot, even.
With the cap?
I don't fucking know.
So 6 foot 229. Sounds like an NFL running back. But I guess the difference would be they only have like maybe 6-7% body fat.
Who does?
NFL running backs that are 6 foot 229.
Well, they're not. Yeah, they're not me.
Okay. So what do you think you are?
Body fat?
Yeah, what would you guess?
Maybe like 85?
No, 25.
Sure, I don't know. Is that bad?
I think it is, yeah.
When was the last time you went to the doctor?
4 years ago.
Was
I'm not sick.
Was anything wrong with you?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Well, you should go because I guarantee you have high blood pressure. You don't know how to relax. You get scared by a door opening behind you.
See, the picture you're painting is like as if someone who's walking around constantly spooked like a cat.
It's kind of like what you remind me of.
That's insane. When was the last time I showed any fear? I never show fear.
You show fear every time I drop you off to the airport when you're going on a flight.
I'm usually drunk by then.
Oh, that's a sign of fear.
True. Obviously. That's a good point. All right. We'll call that. Call a spade there.
Another listener has a secret, and it is that he's listening. So it's not really a secret. I just wanted to mention
who are we talking about?
His name is Alfonso.
Okay. Right. Well, Alfonso, thanks for listening.
He doesn't have a problem with hair. I'm looking at his picture. I think he signed in with Facebook, and he's bald.
Oh, is he?
He's
like shiny bald or like balding like George Costanza bald?
Well, I'm assuming that he...
Like a shiny bald head?
Well, he was going bald and then he bic-shaved his head. So it's the kind of bald I'm
See, now that's the kind of bald that I like. It's the cute bald.
Yeah, he looks like a real cute guy.
Okay.
As far as, cute guys go.
I wonder if you maybe think about doing the bicked bald look and just see if you could pull off like the cute bald.
I don't have a nice shaped head, dude.
No, I can tell that you don't. Did you dent your head in the accident?
No, I had a helmet on. But I'll tell you what. If you bicked your head, I'd give you $100.
I'm not being funny here. when you go to the motorcycle helmet store to buy a motorcycle helmet, do they sell a tiny, the exact same helmet but a tiny version that you put on your penis?
I mean,
what if you fall on your stomach and you can you get a tiny helmet? Nifty Steve, you just laughed, you dumb fuck. If you're overusing the crickets, I'm going to stop doing the podcast. It's insane. That was not a cricket-worthy situation.
It was such a bad joke. A helmet on my penis? Come on.
Bro, anyone who's picturing how cute that helmet would be, like a tiny little helmet, it has a visor and everything, in case you need to pee.
It's a terrible fucking joke. I mean, it was cricket-worthy, all right?
No way. Tiny helmet. It's got a little pee visor.
You're not going to make it funny.
Oh, it's brilliant.
You can't make it funnier by talking about it and explaining it.
Anyone who thinks it's funny, I want them to tweet it. Tweet at me. I'm going to go to tweet.com.
Yeah, tweet.com. I'm glad you finally learned the verb for posting a thing on Twitter.
I still can't figure out how to sign into my account anymore.
I noticed.
I created a personal account. I have no idea how to get on. It's annoying. Because I feel bad because Gromit and a couple other people have sent me tweets.
Gromit was reaching, bro.
And I don't know what to do.
Well,
if he's listening, I can't figure out how to use the goddamn thing. Yeah. I'm done with it.
You told me today now that you gave up. You gave up on technology after taking one computer class. But the weird part about the story was that you really, really liked the computer class, and then after that you were like, that's it. I don't want to learn technology anymore. I don't want to think about it.
Because I was so good at it that I was worried that I would one day use my knowledge for evil. I would become a hacker.
Well, you already do that. Fonz, he pointed out a nice. Remember those NFL helmets you could get in a gumball machine?
Oh yeah.
So is that what you're envisioning when you're talking about the penis helmet?
Something about that size, but obviously you got to go something sturdier because all that's going to do is crack and cut you.
So you're talking an actual protective vessel for your penis tip.
Yes, in case you fall on your stomach.
You mean on your dick?
Yeah, you don't always fall on your behind.
So you're saying my back would be arced.
Yeah, like as if you were doing a perfect, beautiful swan dive. Your back's arched, and you've also been thinking about something. The point of contact with the ground is your ween.
Is your flaccid penis.
I'll tell you what.
Your flaccid penis.
No, I'm saying.
I would hurt it more with
I'm
the
saying
helmet.
that the vibration of the bike was getting you excited. Trust me, here's the thing. I guarantee there's one person in the world who wishes that thing had been invented. I guarantee it.
And it's you.
It was like, man, I just had a tiny helmet.
What? He wouldn't have gotten road rash on his penis tip?
Yeah. It was a whole thing.
Oh, come on. Nobody's wishing for that.
His wife thought it was an STD. She divorced him. It was just road rash, man.
Because
he didn't have a helmet.
A downward spiral after
after
the no-cock helmet. Well, you should market it. I mean, you should market it. I'd buy one if you kept it at a reasonable price.
I actually may start looking into the technology needed. Or again, as you would say, technology.
Technology.
Wow. Just not a word.
Oh.
I can't stand you. I actually need another beer if I'm going to keep going.
Can you grab a beer while I play? We have a fellow podcaster who is giving us a little plug on his podcast because he loves our fucking podcast.
Sure.
And
honestly.
And I told him I'd give him a little plug on ours.
Yeah, go ahead, play it.
Now go get a fucking beer.
All right.
That's why we have these things. For beer.
We've already been going 45.
What? I'm sorry, people. It's taking me a minute.
Hi, this is Ben, host and producer of the Benny Pod podcast. I would like to encourage the Cocktail and Kimonos listeners to check out my show at bennypod.tumblr.com and on Twitter at benatweet. In my show, I discuss a variety of issues. We have guests, music, audio dramas, sketches, rants, and much more at benapod.tumblr.com. Check it out today.
Ben A. Pod. He's got a great podcast he does out of Pennsylvania. And he's also featured on the Acoustic Spectrum FM radio station. That's an independent radio station out of the UK. And I'm going to keep rambling until Big D gets back. Again, that's Benapod, and you can go to benapod.tumblr.com to find his fantastic podcast. Is that water? Okay, I got.
What are you talking about? I'm so sick of this guy Shia Labeouf.
I know
he's all over the fucking news. Did I talk about him last podcast?
Yeah, you did.
But today he's in the news again, bragging about how he's in the fucking news again. He's bragging about how he did acid for a movie role. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. I kind of want to pound the fucking shit out of him.
I would love to see it. Do you think you could get access to just do it?
No.
I mean, he's not even by the microphone. He's just talking as if he's still around it.
I got it.
What is that? What is that you just grabbed?
Ethan knows. The general.
Is that his last name? Knows?
Was that an anti-Jewish comment?
No, he's got a big nose.
He's got a button nose. Are you kidding me? Got a great looking set of nostrils, that boy.
That boy. Alfonso posted a link. I can't go to it because this software won't let me click or copy and paste it, and I'm not going to. If you could explain the link, Alfonso, and maybe post it on our Facebook wall, that'd be great.
Oh, so I just got a text from celebrity fan and listener.
Ooh.
Long story on how we know this guy, but Australian actor Guy Pearce is listening in.
Wow.
And he says, tell your 3 other listeners that Guy Pearce is the 4th listener. What a dick. Actually, he's a great guy. Good guy.
That's good.
He's a nice guy.
So, how
he was in Memento, which is a great film.
How do you know him?
I know him through a friend, but he's a big fan of the podcast.
Really?
He really does like it. Because his family lives in Australia.
Okay.
And so when he's here, he doesn't drink anymore and doesn't really go out. He has kids and stuff, so when he's here filming, he kind of has to behave himself, Yeah. So he just doesn't go out. He listens to the podcast.
Is he an older gentleman or is he our age?
So you've never seen the movie Memento?
I mean, I have. I just don't remember. It was years ago.
He's 45.
I mean, that's about the right time to stop getting drunk every weekend.
God, I hope I do that soon. I hope I stop doing that soon.
I mean, I
don't think I can take it for more than 1 more year.
Not drinking for a day in a row?
I know, right?
No, I think it has a lot to do with your anxiety, is all the drinking you do every day.
I don't. For example, last night, 0 drinks.
You were miserable today at work. Miserable to be around?
I slept 11 hours. That was the best sleep I've had in a long fucking time. It felt so... I woke up this morning, whistling zippity-doo-dah. Because I hadn't slept that long and, dreamed that much. I felt so fucking good. And then LA traffic beat me right back down.
Your day was immediately ruined because you had to drive to work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's... I mean, you had some good sleep last night. Did you have any dreams?
I had the craziest dream I've ever had.
Really?
It was unbelievable. It was just had to do with aliens. It had to do with aliens kind of wiped out society, and I was with a group of people back in my hometown trying to restart society, but they'd taken all the children, and we were in the woods and communicating with animals. It was insane.
All right.
It was the work of a mental person.
Or somebody who wrote a good screenplay, no?
Mm-hmm.
You should make a movie out of it. All right.
Holy shit.
What?
Alyssa Milano dead. Not... Hey, you got some cool buttons over there.
Go ahead. Go on.
Alyssa Milano dead.
Is that the whole story that you made up?
No, let me click on it right now.
I feel
she was in... it was in Sherman Oaks at the bowling lanes.
How did she slide down the lane into the pins?
Yeah, slid all the way down head first and broke her neck. Got her hand stuck in the ball.
I think I saw that on Simpsons. She should be more careful.
No, it's actually the second time that's happened this year. Insanely.
Yeah, the second bowling mishap.
Did you just burp?
No.
I think you might have just burped.
Maybe a little.
Burped into the phone. Got another email here.
Oh, yeah.
Robin.
Rocking it.
Robin in Orlando.
Okay. What did Robin say?
Says, jokes aside, 1 to 10 face, body, personality. What do you give Retep?
Is she asking me?
Well, I think she's asking both of us, you stupid idiot.
Well, 10s all around from me.
Okay. Jokes aside.
All right, a 9.
No. Face, 5. Body, 5. Personality, 5. No, I'll give you personality an 8. I like you. Okay. You're a friend of mine.
Well, who would you give a 10 other than yourself?
What, personality?
Yeah.
No, probably nobody.
Not your significant other?
Oh, yeah. 10. Yeah, but face, body, you're probably 5s, right? You don't take a lot of pride in your looks.
Face, body. I take a lot of pride in my looks. Well, I take more pride in my health, in my eating well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that hot pastrami sandwich I had today.
How much Taco Bell did you have the other day?
Like 3 weeks ago? I had a lot. I haven't had Taco Bell in a while, pal.
Talk about how you hid some wrappers so that it looked like you ate less.
Shh. It's a secret.
She ain't listening. She don't listen anymore.
She's listening.
All right. Well, Retep, it's been a blast, man.
It has. It's been good, man. It's been good.
I think what we're gonna do is I think that we are going to bring in a producer.
Yeah, I mean,
for the next podcast, and then I think we're gonna try and book some guests for when you get back from your brother's wedding.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of good guests that want to do the show. Mm-hmm. Like funny, comedians and just people that are fucking weird. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think we have some weird friends.
Yeah,
that will be funnier on a podcast than
in real life.
Well, of course. I don't think any of them are funny in real life at all. They're just fucking weird.
Well, yeah. I mean,
still need to have a female guest at some point.
Sure. I mean, you've dropped the ball on everything. You're supposed to be like the guest relations person. I was supposed to be the tech guy. That's what you said to me. And
I did say that.
You haven't gotten a guest in 10 podcasts. So.
Well, because we never know that we're going to do it till an hour before.
Well, look at all the improvements I've made. We've got a phone number. We've got a website, an Android app. You can go to cocktailsandkimonos.com/Android to get that.
Who hasn't? Come on. Do you know anyone that has an Android besides yourself?
Yeah, I know, like, a lot of people.
Why don't you make an iPhone app?
I'm working on it. It's coming out next.
You know how to do it?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
That's pretty awesome. If you can do that, I'll give you a lot of props. And I'll stop calling you fat for 1 month.
But setting up this whole feat of technology with all the shit in the live broadcast, no props for that.
This feat of technology. You know what? It's fairly impressive. Live broad, because this to me, what you've done here, is a similar, like, no chance I could do it.
Yeah, no.
0. It'd be like if they were like, see the distance between these two cliffs? Yeah, we want to drive cars over it, build a bridge. I'd just be like, no, now I'm going to start. I'm not going to read a book on how to do it.
Yeah.
Not even going to try.
You've given up on technology.
Very much so.
Ugly man, you very ugly man.
Well, have a turbulent but safe flight. I don't want it to be pleasant.
Let's wrap this up, pal.
Hey, man. Have a shitty flight.
Okay. You too.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Terrible flight.